They done took down Puff. They done took down all these other powerful black people. Jay-Z's like the lone standing powerful black man.
You do the track wrestling on them. Jay is them people.
But I know they went up to the feds one day and they took some paperwork up there to him.
Let's be very clear. This is the email that DJ Vlad sent me, his producer sent me, asking me to appear on his podcast on YouTube just after the Cassie video was released on my birthday.
But like, where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. You know, so I hope it works out, because with his family, the things that go on internally is that those accusations are crazy.
Man, that was 50 Cent. No one's scared of 50 Cent. I want everyone to be clear. No one's scared of 50 Cent.
I think it was kind of taken out of context a little bit, but what do you think about it?
I don't think it was taken out of context. No, I think the guy who was talking to him made him feel like a punk. You see what I'm saying? So he had to say, yo, nobody's scared of 50. Let's get this clear. Nobody is scared of 50. You know, but I'm not the issue. Him making you feel like a punk is the issue. At the end of the day, I look at it and people don't assess themselves. Even really intelligent people. Jay's a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? He'll analyze other people and other things that they're doing and not actually look at what's happening to him and his transition and difference.
Jay, your music saved my life, man. We're Sagittarius too, Bob. Thank you so much.
For years, Jay-Z and Diddy were seen as two of the most powerful people in the music industry. According to comments from 50 Cent, their close relationship may have changed when personal interests became more important than loyalty. Some people believe their connection was about more than music and involved influence and control. As pressure grew around Diddy, many people noticed that few celebrities publicly defended him. During that time, rumors also spread that Jay-Z had been quietly protecting himself for years, leading some to question whether their longtime alliance had already fallen apart.
They done took down Puff. They done took down all these other powerful black people. Jay-Z's like the lone standing powerful black man.
You do the track wrestling on them. Jay is them people. If you do the history of most of the people that got in trouble in the industry, big trouble, who they went to for help?
That's true.
When Lil Wayne was in trouble, who did he go to? When Meek Mills was in trouble, who he go to? Meek Mills said it himself. Desiree helped me. You understand? So how could he be up next? You know what I'm saying? He is them people. They go to him when they got problems. And what they gonna say if he don't come up in nothing? What they gonna say? Told you, he ain't got nothing to do with that. They still gonna cover it up anyway. But I don't think they coming after him at all. I don't think they got, like I said, I think he is them. He has a relationship with them. You talking about a woman that had a relationship with the feds for 20-something years.
For months, 50 Cent has claimed that powerful people were not just talking about rumors, but had real evidence, including documents and recordings. He even had enough material to create a Netflix-style project, which made many people wonder where it all came from. Some insiders believe Jay-Z understood how damaging those recordings could be. They claim that when the situation became more serious, he chose to protect himself by keeping his distance from Diddy and staying quiet. These claims remain unverified, but they have led many people to question what was happening behind the scenes.
You working for them. You got an agent, your agent that's in charge of you. You think she don't have no relationships with over the years with all these agents that became retired and connected and this and that and the third till they just know she got power. That's power over there. You know what I'm saying? Who you wanting one on your side? You got them on your side? You know what I'm saying? If something happened with him, it's going to be about a money situation. It ain't going to be nothing that's going to hurt. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't see them going after him. You know what I'm saying? But everything Jaguar be saying do flourish.
What caught many people's attention was the legal connection. As more allegations came out, Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, became involved in legal matters related to Diddy's case. Some people thought the timing was unusual, and his repeated involvement led to speculation that something bigger was happening behind the scenes. Others believe these legal moves were meant to protect clients and manage the situation, though there is no public evidence proving a deeper connection.
Carter is just as bad as the diddler. And I know that for a fact. I got the scars to prove it. You want to know what a box cutter feels like going into your skin and ripping you? I can tell you how it feels. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. That Cassie shit, that's nothing. I'm saying Sean Carter remembers everything he did to me and he's got it on tape. Just like Diddy. And they're gonna be crazy. It's gonna be the women that give them in the
Critics like Jaguar Wright claim that Jay-Z has always known when to step away before problems get worse. As Diddy's legal troubles grew, some people questioned the timing. They also noticed that 50 Cent seemed more confident about speaking out, leading to rumors that someone powerful may have helped him. Some believe that if Jay-Z knew sensitive information could become public, he may have chosen to quietly distance himself to protect his own reputation. However, 50 Cent has never confirmed these claims. Jaguar Wright also argues that Jay-Z and Diddy's stories are closely connected, though these are opinions and allegations that have not been proven.
These are criminals. Diddy is a dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many up people does he have to be aware of before people see him for who he is?
It seems like these artists are trying to run away from their past. Diddy changed his name multiple times to say, that's not me. I'm trying to move beyond Diddy. I'm Love now. It seems like Jay-Z would try to run away from his past.
Calling that love and anything that he did love. Brother love. What kind of love? Baby oil love. Baby love. Baby love. Explicit love. Hey! They never thought that hip hop would take it this far.
Oh man, it's different now.
These lyrics are all hitting different right now. All that people talking about fathers.
In Jaguar Wright's opinion, it makes no sense to talk about Jay-Z without also talking about Diddy. She believes they worked closely together, rose to success at the same time, and shared many important decisions. According to Jaguar, their connection is so strong that if one person's story falls apart, the others could too. These are her personal claims and have not been proven.
Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him, and so he could level up Beyonce, who was struggling. Let's just say allegedly that happened. Now I want you to think about 106th and Park with Mary J. Blige. Free, who is a victim of Sean Carter.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige, who is a victim of Sean Combs, are sitting there talking about the death of Aaliyah amongst each other. Think about that. You got a Diddy victim, you got a Jay-Z victim, and you got a superstar gone. They know what happened. And yet, they had to sit there and have that conversation like they didn't know who did it.
Yeah.
Think of the power of that moment. Think about Claudia Jordan right now. Claudia Jordan don't ever mention my mother name. She mentioned it yesterday. talking about why people are afraid to come forward. You mean like you? You was Diddy girl. Corey was Jay-Z girl. Why don't you claim your friend? Claudia.
So, Jag, when you say...
When I say Corey, I'm talking about Kathy White.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was about to ask.
Jay-Z's pregnant mistress who died of an imaginary aneurysm. Just like the woman who was best friends with Kim and Kimura, who wrote the book Bling and died as soon as it made the best.
Some people noticed that Jay-Z and Beyonce were slowly losing followers on social media, but neither of them publicly responded. They made no statements and gave no explanations, choosing instead to carry on as usual. Jaguar Wright believes that this silence was not a sign of confidence, but of caution. In her opinion, they were staying quiet because they were waiting to see what would happen next. These are her personal views and have not been proven.
Why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time. Like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
So who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. Why is everyone having such a hard time? He ain't doing shit different. He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one.
Yeah, shout out D. Haven. He actually hit us up, wanted to tell this story.
You need to talk to D. Haven.
Yeah, we need to talk to him.
I told you that last year when I put you on the...
According to Jaguar Wright, her claims do not stop with Jay-Z. She also includes Beyonce in the story, but she does not present her accusations as proven facts. Instead, Jaguar says she believes they were both connected to the same group, raising questions without offering clear answers or evidence to support those claims.
Your husband don't want to put his seed inside of you. He put it in everybody else. Wild in this world, yo.
It's funny, you open up Beyonce's internet, it just gets weird.
Beyonce's internet.
That's what we're calling
that
it.
That belongs to the devil. Unless you calling that the devil, she ain't nothing but an employee.
Oh.
And half of which dumbass bitch.
So, you know, it's funny that it's crazy you say these things.
Why don't nobody want to accept that?
I think she's...
She went the girl cats.
Okay.
A girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her and shit while she was asleep. You know, snacking on his big people cats. And guess what? They wouldn't give her the restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too. Which is interesting because she's a brilliant musician. And she was trained at the esteemed Berklee College of Music. Handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington, Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girl.
Jaguar Wright said her interview with Piers Morgan was not planned. She said her team arranged it, and she agreed because Piers is known for careful fact-checking and legal review. Jaguar believed that if her comments were approved by his producers and lawyers, more people would take them seriously. After the interview aired, it spread quickly online and received a lot of attention. Some media personalities, including DJ Vlad, publicly rejected her claims, which led to even more debate about what she had said.
Sit with us. No, I know. Never. He said he would never sit with me. He would never have me on it. He never wanted to talk to me. Never would.
But I got receipts. Vlad, why did you reach out to Jag back in June asking for Jag to be on the show?
Why you do that, Vlad?
Vlad, why you playing in our face?
Why you lying? Why you lying on his podcast?
And Vlad, and your fat wife.
We'll stop there.
Damn. Damn.
Let's be very clear. This is the email that DJ Vlad sent me, his producer sent me, asking me to appear on his podcast on YouTube just after the Cassie video was released on my birthday. I saw it. I never responded. Odell responded. Weeks and weeks later. But then again, Diddy was already in trouble, so you really didn't need to talk to me because you couldn't do much disinformation with me. I guess that's why your friend from the Star Report, or should I say the Comet Report, because he crashed out just like a comet. I guess that's why he was so upset when I started asking him relevant questions about why he's propping up a liar. At this point in time, Vlad, I think it's only fair to say that Carol Johnson, your assistant, unless you're saying you didn't know, she sent this on your behalf.
Jaguar Wright said she had warned months earlier that sensitive materials were being quietly shared behind the scenes. At the time, many critics dismissed her and said she had no proof. Later, she claimed that legal sources connected to ongoing cases had acknowledged seeing similar materials. Because of this, Jaguar argued that her earlier warnings deserved more attention. However, her claims have not been independently proven.
I didn't even know Vlad was going to be on.
Oh.
Like I said, it was brilliant.
Wow.
Because everything that he said, denouncing me and then confirming me and then talking about, that all happened a day before the report about the 9-year-old boy was released. And before people started confirming that the video that was being shopped around was Bieber and Diddy. See, that's the problem with running your mouth, Vlad. That's the problem. You didn't realize on Monday that every word that you said was going to be invalidated on Tuesday. See, that's what happens when you're a liar. See, I didn't have to worry about what I said on Monday, because I knew what I said on Monday was going to hold up on Wednesday. The truth needs no support, just time and room.
Jaguar Wright said that was the moment everything changed. She believed the balance had shifted because, in her view, lies need constant support and attention to survive, while the truth does not. She said the truth only needs time and a chance to come out on its own. These are her personal opinions.
Other person that was with them, they go up to the feds with all this paperwork. You understand? And I mentioned this before. You understand? They not only talking about the extortion stuff, they talking about how they trying to be made to have this what you call this promotion, this distribution thing. And which I'm finding out they wasn't even going to be a part of it until later. But they was in fear, like they was trying to be made to be a part of this whole distribution thing that Suge Knight was trying to build up with Rockefeller, because it was Dame Dash, it was Irv Gotti, it was Jay Prince, and Death Row. You understand what I'm saying? So now everybody wanna know who's this and who's that, and want to go back and say, yo, how do you know? It came from the horse's mouth. He said he got all the paperwork to prove it. Kirk Burrows said it plenty of times, but nobody won't sit down with him. I mean, like, you won't get none of these, these radio stations and all this stuff like that to sit down with him. He said, I got the paperwork. He got files from the from the DEA and the FBI, all that stuff like that. You got
people who were once seen as untouchable are now being linked by some to old rumors and events that many dismissed years ago. Old interviews and conversations are being revisited, and people are looking for patterns. Familiar names, especially Jay-Z's, keep coming up in these discussions. As a result, some past rumors have turned into new questions, and many believe the silence that once protected certain reputations is no longer as strong as it used to be.
So Puffy told, but Jay-Z, I didn't know about that. So Jay-Z, he told too?
Said that years ago, man. Said that years ago. What are you gonna do? They're gonna do whatever. Yo, listen to me. They're the reason why rap in New York went down the drain. They made sure that these young cats didn't come up with platforms and didn't come up with situations. Like Jay-Z, let me tell you something. Jay-Z and it's funny. It's funny. We were talking about how Puff and Ja Rule was cool. But at one time, Puff was trying to trick Ja Rule into going at Jay-Z. That whole weekend that he was with Sarah. The whole weekend they was in that hotel room. That day they was in that hotel room. All the way coming back on that G5 jet. He was trying to talk Ja Rule into going at Jay-Z. But now him and Jay-Z is like freaking frat. Crazy how things work out, huh?
Some people believe alliances can change very quickly. They point to Diddy's influence in the media and business world, saying there were times when some people faced quick consequences while others did not. These observations led some to believe a pattern existed. When Kanye West publicly criticized Diddy and hinted at behind-the-scenes business connections, many felt the response was fast and harsh. This strengthened the belief among some observers that powerful people often work behind the scenes, although these claims have not been proven.
Speaking of Kanye West, he made a comment on Drink Champs and he said that Puffy was the feds. What you think about him saying that?
Well, when he's talking about the feds, he could be saying that he's their ear. Puff is the one who goes back and he tells, like he did when Suge, when Jay Prince, when Irv Gotti, I think it was Irv Gotti could have been a part of that too. When they was all trying to get that distribution company together, he the one went back and told Jimmy Iovine them, and then him and Kirk Burrows Kirk said he didn't know what he was doing. They took paperwork and they took some stuff up to the feds, you understand, regarding Death Row now. I don't know the intricate details of what they took, but I know they went up to the feds one day and they took some paperwork up there too.
Some people believe alliances changed almost overnight. They started talking about Diddy's influence in the media and business world, pointing to times when some stories received little attention while others quickly led to consequences. To them, the pattern seemed intentional. When Kanye West publicly criticized Diddy and hinted at hidden business connections, many felt the response was fast and strong. This led some people to believe that real power often works quietly behind the scenes, though these claims have not been proven.
Is that I guess Pac had got whiffed that Jay-Z was in town. Well, you know he gonna do a show because Jay-Z, he doing a show. But you got to realize Jay-Z had became an enemy of Pac because I think he had said some was going to do a song with Big or whatever like that, the whole 9 yards. So Jay is now Pac's enemy too. So Chaz Williams, who was over Black Hands. Black Hands was one of the labels who did that Black Gangster had every artist in New York on. And Chaz, who is now getting into the music business, had has become a music executive, and he was once a former gangster who was on American Gangster BET because they had him down for robbing 161 banks. That's what they put in their program and everything. But Chaz was a gangster in New York City that became a music executive. So he gets a phone call saying that Jay is not going to come out the room because Tupac threatened him. So he's not going to do his show. Can he make some phone calls, you understand, to get Pac off the booth? So I think he may have talked to Big D, and Big D and Eric B called Suge, and Suge was laughing, saying that wasn't him. Because they tried to make it seem like it was Suge that was doing it, but it was Pac. So I guess Suge called Pac. Pac let him go ahead and do his show and everything like that. But Jay was scared to come out his room.
So that story was really true about Jay-Z being afraid to come out his hotel room.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, he was scared. Probably still is scared.
Gene Deal says some people later tried to dismiss the story or pretend it never happened, but he still stands by what he said. He believes the music industry wanted to keep the story quiet because there were plans to bring artists from the East and West Coasts together. According to Gene, if the tension between Tupac and Jay-Z had grown worse, those plans could have fallen apart. He believes that is why the story was quickly pushed aside, although these claims have not been independently proven.
Going to call it dissension because they were trying to start Death Row East Coast. And that would have been Pac, Eric B, and you know what I'm saying, all the dudes here in New York. So then they're going to have groups coming back and forth from Cali to New York. So it was just good business just to chill out with that. But they was trying to chill out the whole thing. They had a big meeting and Puff wouldn't send a representative or let Zip or Chaz represent him in the meeting.
Yeah, that's a wild story. Yeah, who told you this story, if you don't mind me asking?
I was there.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that, man. I didn't know you was there. So you was there when Jay was scared to come out his hotel room. I had no idea, man.
I used to roll with Chaz every day, bro. And then it came out. And then it came out, somebody else told the story. But that, I think it may have been Dame Dash or something like that that told the story. A lot of my stories get out, man, but they don't believe when I tell them. They believe it when they hear somebody else.
Some people believe the silence now makes more sense when they compare old stories with the information coming out today. They say the same names and patterns keep appearing, and that some people who were ignored before are now being taken more seriously. Whether more information will come to light remains unknown. Share your thoughts in the comments below.